Hello, friends. Usually I travel with my wife Renee and our little dog Jenny, but in this special series, I'm traveling with our oldest grandson, Andrew. He and I have been camping and Airbnb-ing our way across Canada and the western states of Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, and now South Dakota. We visited Glacier National Park, Yellowstone, we saw Old Faithful, went to Jackson, Wyoming, and the Grand Tetons. We've had great experiences and we've had some dismal failures. Our series is called Gene and Andrew's Great Adventure, and if you're not up to date on our adventures, go back and catch up after you watch today's episode. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button so you don't miss any of our exciting episodes. In the last episode, we took you to Bear Country, USA, down near Rapid City, South Dakota. A highlight of that trip were the young black bears. They were really cute until they grow up and eat somebody. Well, today we're visiting the old western town of Deadwood, South Dakota, where Wild Bill Hickok met his end.
On Highway 14A in South Dakota, headed into Deadwood. And you're seeing a lot of motorcycles on the road. Of course, Sturgis is right behind us. And where there's Sturgis, there's the motorcycle rally, but it's always a rally. I mean, there are always a lot of motorcycles going into Sturgis, checking things out. And speaking of checking out, that's what Andrew and I are going to do at Deadwood. Let's go check it out. Now, once in a while, you'll see a motorcycle rider with a helmet on, but South Dakota does not require helmets, and most of the bikes we see, they don't have their brain buckets on. Deadwood is located in the Black Hills of South Dakota, and I guess it's part of its reason of fame, other than the TV series Deadwood, is that this is where Wild Bill Hickok met his end, playing poker, got shot in the back, holding the dead man's hand, aces and eights. Calamity Jane also buried in Deadwood in the cemetery, and we'll check that out as well. Deadwood, population 1,156.
We're headed to the Welcome Center where we can park the car and then walk to town. The first part of Deadwood that you enter is not the historical part. This is where all the modern hotels are, and they seem to have plenty of hotels. So if you're planning a trip to Deadwood, there are plenty of places to stay. In 1874, a U.S. Army expedition led by Lieutenant Colonel George A. Custer found gold in the southern Black Hills. This was welcome news to a nation reeling from a weak economy caused by the Panic of 1873 and the aftermath of the Civil War. Treaties had reserved the Black Hills for several American Indian tribes, but eager miners ignored these agreements. By early 1876, as many as 10,000 prospectors filled Deadwood and Whitewood gulches. The torrent of people, combined with public opinion, led Congress to change the treaty boundaries so miners could legally stake their claims. Like many mining camps, Deadwood boomed. Hard rock mining quickly replaced gold pans, and stagecoaches and railroads shipped gold bars, like those shown here, out of town. Deadwood soon became a hub for regional commerce. One does not have to travel far to discover Black Hills nature. Plenty of wildlife abounds in the area. About 30 million buffalo once roamed the North American plains around the year 1750. Only a few hundred remained by 1900. Today, fewer than 2,000 of these iconic creatures live on public land in the Black Hills. In the Black Hills, plants and animals must be tough. Bison, antelope, elk, and deer make their homes in open prairies and the surrounding forest. Eagles soar high, while bighorn sheep and mountain goats balance on steep, craggy cliffs. Rainbow and brook trout fill lakes and streams, while raccoons, squirrels, porcupines, beavers, and more roam beneath scraggly ponderosa pines, white birches, and thick spruce trees. Prospectors found gold in Deadwood Gulch in late 1875. Within a few years, the town boasted numerous businesses and about 5,500 people. Using axes, shovels, pans, and sluices, early miners pocketed gold dust and nuggets worth more than $4 million from the northern Black Hills by 1880. As production dwindled, some wondered if Deadwood would survive. In the 1880s and 1890s, community members built a flour mill and smelting plants and brought the railroads to town. After several false starts, these efforts transformed Deadwood into a stable industrial center. You'll never be bored in Deadwood. There's always something going on. The Black Hills rumble as hundreds of thousands of bikers arrive each August. Sturgis may have started the annual motorcycle rally, but Deadwood keeps the party going. Thousands of people suddenly burst into Deadwood Gulch in 1876. Some came to try their luck at mining, others hoped to strike it rich with supply stores, restaurants, and saloons. Many of the habitations of the boomtown were canvas tents, or made of peeled logs, or were dugouts in clay river banks. James Butler Hickok, also known as Wild Bill Hickok, was a scout for the pioneers, scout for the Union Army, marshal of Hay City, Dodge City, and Abilene, was killed in Deadwood August the 2nd, 1876. He was buried on Mount Moriah above the city, and we'll look at that a little later in the video.
Tell you everything I've seen, the friends I've made, and then you tell me how you've been. Look a little closer, it's been quite some time. You gotta let me know if I'm out of line. But there's some words that I just wanna hear you say, put it all straight before this night turns into day, and then I'm on my way. Yeah. Yes, I'm on my way.
But you know what, boys? That's just the way I like it. All nice and peaceful like.
Yeah, that's a rare thing in this camp.
You can say that again.
That's a rare thing in this camp.
It's just an expression, David. What's going on with you?
You know what? We gotta wake up meathead here and get home before it gets dark.
Nah, leave that alone. Besides, his own mule knows the way home without his help.
So, God bless the Union.
All right.
Alright, to the Union.
To the Union. No, that is terrible. Let's have another one. All right.
To Deadwood.
To Deadwood. Oh, that is awful, guys. Why do we do that? We need better whiskey.
All right, nobody move and nobody get hurt. That goes for you too, Raw Dog.
What are you doing?
And you, wipe that stupid grin off your stupid face. Hey. Hey. Well, what are you gonna do, Raw Dog, huh? You got David.
You take care of Lud. I'm gonna take this one back to jail.
I can't believe you missed the marshal and got you. That was a close one. That could have been a goner. What? You got a bullet hole right there in your forehead. What? I'm sure it's nothing good to that sleepover, bitch. Well, can I get you back to your hotel? It'd be a bother to you. Don't worry, it's no bother at all. Here's to you, boys. Oh, boys, where'd you go? Oh, Al must have locked up and left me lonesome again. Sure was dead here tonight. Oh, Al coming, Bob. You can't cankerous old mule. Oh, I just need to take another quick nap.
Well, folks, strange gets only stranger. Not only did David Lunt walk out of Al Chapman's saloon that night, but he continued to walk the streets of Deadwood for 67 days with a bullet hole right there in the middle of his forehead. 67 days he walked around like that, until one day he got himself just a bit of a headache, went up to the old Centennial Hotel to take a nap, and he died in his sleep. Old Doc Babcock did the autopsy on him, said the only reason David had died is because a piece of bone had started to abscess in the wound. And that's the way things really were here in Deadwood when old David Lunt took a bullet to his noggin. Thank you much for coming, folks, and have a great Deadwood day.
A bit naive and so eager to please. You know I played for love, but it got me on my knees. Now's the time to reap what I've sown. Your words echoing in every single bone. Underwater and so far out at sea, there's no cure for what telling me, and soon I'm on my way. Yes, I'm on my way. This pain is not of the ordinary. Every time that I breathe, I can feel your worry. So I have to take my love and write a different story. I'm on my way. Yes, I'm on my way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm on my way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm on my way. Yeah, yeah. I'm on my way. Yeah. Yes, I'm on my way.
Andrew and I stopped in Deadwood Custom Cycles and saw some cool motorcycles. Aren't they neat? You seen them? Look at them. There they are. And the fella gave me a bumper sticker. Isn't that just too cool? And you'll notice the card hand, aces and eights, Bill Hickok's not so lucky hand. Walking up to, let me stop walking so I can get a breath. I get out of breath real easy. I'm walking up to Black Hills Boot Hill Cemetery. That's where Wild Bill Hickok was buried, Calamity Jane, a lot of other people. Now, one thing that's amazing to me is that from Deadwood, it's all uphill. Now, don't feel sorry for me. I parked the car at the bottom of the cemetery, but it's all uphill from here. And when they buried these people, good gracious, they had to walk uphill. Even if they were riding a horse, the horse had to walk uphill. That's tough. We have it so easy. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's the town of Deadwood way down there. And I'm not even at the highest point of the cemetery.
The date was August 1st, 1876. Bill Hickok was playing a game of poker at saloon number 10. Jack McCall, who was drunk, took a seat at the table. Unfortunately for McCall, he lost a lot. Bill encouraged him numerous times to quit until he could earn his money back. In fact, Bill offered to give him money so that he could have breakfast that day. McCall took the money, but was mad. The next day, Bill was playing poker once again. Usually when he played, he sat with his back to the wall so he could see whoever was coming in, but the only seat that was available at the table faced away from the entrance. No one would trade seats with Bill. A little while later, Jack McCall came into the saloon, quietly moving behind Bill Hickok, took out his Colt 1863 single-action Army .45 caliber, and shot Bill at point-blank range in the back of the head. Bill Hickok was dead instantly.
Every way to get to Bill Hickok's grave, I did wrong. You start at the bottom of the hill, you work your way up. You get to a little crest, and then you go down a hill. I kept going down. And then I went up another hill. I worked my way into the back way, which put me to the bottom of a hill, which I had to climb another hill, and another hill, and another hill. I finally found it. My heart is beating so fast. I'm breathing so heavy. They could just start a campfire and cremate me right here and bury me up here on top of Boot Hill. A fitting end of our day in Deadwood. And I managed to do my good deed for the day. I helped a couple that they were getting ready to go in the wrong direction, and I sent them up the hill like I went the last time I went so they could get to see Bill Hickok. All right, friends, thank you for joining us on the journey. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share. We appreciate you so very much. God bless you.